Everybody puke. Over. Hey, potato. See if this mirror works at all. That's why I bought the damn thing. It do stuff like bounce light. I wouldn't have to have an atrocious lighting source. Yeah, it's been a while. Definitely, it's been a while. Howdy, homely. Didn't have anything to eat in the opening of this, so all I have is applesauce, and that just doesn't make good television. Professor, good professor, you're here. Make that last. Oh my god. I have absolutely no idea what to do for this stream. Ah, it's definitely one of my top. And like everybody else in the world, I'm addicted to Mountain Dew. Uh, A&W is absolutely amazing. However, I'm a white birch beer kind of guy. Really like white birch beer. Really like the Wise brand white birch beer, the generic. There's one at the Yinling Brewery that they do in small batches, not at the brewery. It's from down the street or something like that, some homespun thing, and it's so good, so good. They don't use it at the brewery anymore for children. They use other stuff now. Hello, Reaper. Eduardo. Yes, I've been meaning to do video again, but I keep getting distracted and not doing video again. Just sitting and watching television when I get home because I don't feel like doing anything. I think they call that depression. I'm not entirely sure. What's up, Grims? Grisme. Oh, Grisme. Man with many hobbies. Hey! Now we got a celebrity turd. A celebrity. Jerry. Yes, it was a good one. Yeah, I got a celebritard. Fowler. I was just thinking of you the other day. Actually, I was gonna ask you, which is kind of, I guess I don't need to because it's kind of stupid. It's not really a thing, but like, I remember when we used to do the mods on Google Hangout, and I believe I'm gonna start doing that again. I'm gonna set up a weekly day for that. It should help get me out of my funk for this. Like a weekly day and time, or at least like do it once every other week. To be kind of fun. It also forced me to get back to work on some of the crap I haven't been working on, which I started working on again. I am so happy with that. Today's adventure was cool. I will have to get motivation and work on that. Today's adventure was finally putting this on my blaster. And I suddenly realized once I grabbed it that wrong side, that it's hexagon, which means you can see through it. I don't have any hardware anymore, so that was that idea gone. I don't have the hardware for it anymore because when I moved to here, I took all of my hardware and I threw out the thing. I still have your stuff for the Clowny Blade. I just have not. It's actually all in the box now. I have to dig that all back up and get that done. That's basically why I was thinking of you. I was thinking of commissions that I've had for so freaking long that I have Like I've used up all my excuses, like moving and depression and holidays, then COVID, and now it's like I have to make my stuff work. Pete, the fuzzy one is here. Ah, cool. Well, this is getting celebred up. Austin, we got a good mix here. I've got a good bunch. Oh, what the hell is that? Oh my god, it's a thing. Oh, is it a tentacle? Yes, I did get to see, and now I will not watch The Conjuring. Uh, I don't watch. I don't want to watch any of those. Flat out tell you, I have no wish to watch any of those at all. Annabelle, The Conjuring. Uh, I watched a couple of them back in the day. I had my fill with those ones that are made. The Nun, that's another one it's just they're pseudo jump scare horror movies. And I am sorry, Professor, but I have no interest in anything that is at least an old school 80s rated R. Yeah, the Nun was complete bull crap. The Waltons are real. The Waltons, I think they are. I forget who the Warrens are real people. I don't know how much of it was released for that. It was, but they are real demonologists, or the ones are psychic, supposedly, and they have a lot to say about stuff like that too, which is cool. But I don't know that. Like, if anybody's ever seen the actual Annabelle doll, it's like a Raggedy Ann looking thing. Although that one does creep me out because they have it in a locked glass case, and sometimes supposedly it does remove itself from the glass. Yeah, I haven't seen a thing on the Dart Zone stuff yet. I remember one number one, just 3 something. Oh, kidding. I saw our Lord and Savior Draconical. Probably gonna catch hell for that. Put up put up a video on it. So did Film Blast. It looks like an Nexus Pro or whatever the Adventure Force waffle humper was that they had, and just with a better pump. I am excited for the one that uses the flippy. That's kind of neat. Although we've kind of already had that. I like the 3D printed design where it kind of uh, prisons the dart. Prison loves the dart. The thing that's pretty cool. I don't know about that loading mechanism on the professional one. It looks like a modified version of the monorail, and God knows how that turned out. I have a fix for it. I just don't want to open the damn thing up again because it's such a freaking pain. All those little parts and everything just start getting out of whack. And the feeding mechanism, it needs some 3D printed parts. And the reason I say 3D printed because I'm not going to try to make them out of plastic. First, it needs like a loading thing in the back. Like that needs to be covered, so when you put them in there, the darts don't go down in. They hit and can be put through. And it needs a flick cover instead of that pull tab, and then the push up thing, or the push, the lifter. The spring is too weak. I think if the lifter had a tighter spring, when the mechanism goes through, it would shove it and then it would push it better. But the spring on that thing is on the other side, and if I remember correctly, it's pinned, and you can't take it out without turning it over and dumping the entire thing, which includes all the little flippy things on top. And I lost my shit when I put together the Roto Fury. I am not going to attempt that thing again. So any blasters that are just overly frustrating are out of my book entirely. Is there another screw on this thing that needs to come out? Or is it literally just stuck that badly together? Oh my god. Helga. Helga. Main Street is still cracked and broken. Hey. Yeah, because it's sitting over here. I keep forgetting to put it back on sometimes. It's okay while I'm sitting. I don't necessarily eat it while I'm sitting. It's okay. In case you haven't heard there, Mr. Man of Hobbies, the Florial, I now have special reaching sticking. I now have one of these. I guess I should probably be wearing it. It's an awesome accessory. Only afforded to those. Still haven't got a chance to put a bone on it or anything. But this is my new accessory. It goes to a big tank and is going to make APOC a living hell. I don't know how I'm never going to do this. Oh my god, it's going to be a pain in the ass. I can see that coming right now. Was there only one bolt left on this thing? My god, did the other one just fall out over these years? I guess it did. Wow. On the bright side, I have some hardware now, just not what I need. Super Spam. Spam. What a great blaster. Buy one blaster, pay for another, throw out half of what. Buy a blaster, throw out half of it. Use other half of blaster to make blaster. Cost as much as three of original blaster. Yeah, Spam is not one of my top 5. I have the Immortal Joe Man. I actually have a bone mask around here somewhere, and I got John sent me a really cool Chinese, one of those Chinese, the samurai mask things with the teeth, and I got that modified to wear on my head permanently and fit the hosing. And I have plans to make another one that's like my own version of Immortal Joe. The problem is not the air, it's the tanks. Like they don't I can't get a tank like an air tank like this size that's going to last for more than like 5 minutes. So even the small ones, like the smaller version of a regular tank, is still like 20 pounds. So I got to strap that to my back, which is okay, but they don't last long. And especially if I'm running around, I got to crank it up. Yes, I'll tell you about that in a second here. I got to crank the thing up. So usually I'm running at 3 liters an hour, but if I run it up to what I got to do when I'm running around, it's anywhere from 5 to 7 liters an hour, which can burn through a tank really quick. So I have a compressor that I can take with me, but the thing weighs as much as 3 tanks, and it resembles like if photon torpedoes were a short dart. That's kind of what it looks like. It looks exactly like that. It's just a huge thing that the batteries don't last much longer either. So, like APOC this year is going to be at a paintball field. Apparently, the walk-in is going to be worse than you walk to APOC. Once there, like the staging area is fine, but I'm waiting for a response to see if I can get boost 2 inhalers. Yeah, we live in a world now where President Scroob's idea actually came to fruition. And I've looked into that idea, but I'm not sure if that's going to work. They'll work for recovery, but it won't work for well enough. Yeah, helium would be cool, or whatever the opposite is. But so like I can bring a couple of tanks with me, but the problem is either lugging them around and then like even if I get the smaller ones, just lugging them in a backpack and then like getting out to the field itself. Like even without the air, with the air and stuff like that, my knees are just about shot nowadays. And sometimes just walking on a regular, solid, flat ground for extended periods of time can be a pain, let alone walking out to a burnt out, grassy paintball field, which is going to be horrible. Oh my God, right? Yeah, Austin. I actually almost did that in my car the first time I had this when I got off work. I had a bad day. I came home and got my car and lit up a cigarette. Went to light up a cigarette. I was like, wait a minute. I almost struck it. A Ghost Rider impression. Two clean little burnt holes out the back of my head, like a rabbit, like a flame rabbit or something. So it's a matter of, can I still nerf? Long answer is yes, but short answer is long answer is probably actually no. It just makes everything so much more difficult with my lungs being screwed up and my heart being messed up. I, I think when I get there, if I even go now, because it's going to be my brother put the one day I begged him not on the entire freaking year to make the family reunion. He go ahead and put the family reunion on the one damn day I told him not to fucking do it, and literally begged him to. So yeah. I mean, they already don't shoot me out of pity as it is. I know that for a fact. So there's a lot of people that don't get this. I just stand there, but I'm not afraid to get shot. I'm not afraid to play. I'm afraid that when I get there, I'm not going to be able to play. And the reality, the crushing reality of that, is what is the sobering part. So that sucks. Yeah, my buddy Josh does what I refer to as I think he coined it or I did uncle mode, where I sit and talk to everybody, which is actually pretty much what you do at APOC anyway. I've always said the hardest thing about nerfing, about anything you go to a nerf event, the hardest thing to get nerfers to do is actually nerf. Everybody just wants to sit and bullshit. Anyways. Well, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for a thing back on them to tell me whether or not they have transportation. I was told that they have four-wheelers, but that's going to be difficult getting up onto a four-wheeler economy rescue tank. It'll be difficult getting up on a four-wheeler. I need a golf cart or something like that. I can probably manage a four-wheeler, but I'd rather not, because it's not made for lumpy, fat, two people travel. Anyhow, something else entirely now. This right here is Fowler is the Dulcimer. Hey, Luchasaur's here. Cool. Luchasaur, this is a star-studded event, apparently. All but the host. This is a dulcimer. It's essentially three-string guitar. Kind of like, the things that they play in the Asian background of all backgrounds of all like Asian movies and things like that. That big long guitar. That's a kind of a different thing. McDoyle. Oh my God, is it wheelchair? Ryan Engel. Ryan's here. McDoyle's here. God. Got so much loving tonight. Oh, this is amazing. I guess nobody has anything better to do. Anyways, my brother makes these. That's what he does. For his spare time, and anything he can make a sounding stuff out of them. Most of them have Playboy pictures on the inside of them. Almost, I think all that one does. They're not. Most of them aren't. They're not nudes. They're the pinup pictures and things like that on the inside, because he likes the Depression era music when he plays his fiddle, banjo, and guitars and all that. He knows a lot of those songs, which aren't too far apart from each other actually, and he likes to make those in the way that, especially with cans and things like that. A lot of things the guys would do is that they would put pinup pictures on the inside of their fiddles. and then they're homemade things like that, so they could have something to show, or they play, and then in order to get more money or just charge somebody for it, they'd open it up to take a look. That one particularly does not open at ease. He didn't design it to do it the correct way. He just made it because it did that. Then he figured out the other way to do it, which made him so now they all open up. Unfortunately, I can't play it. I can't so much as play a jaw harp without chipping my tooth or cutting my tongue. So yeah, they did. Any of the homemade things they put their pictures in because it was the Depression era stuff, so it goes along with it. So it's kind of cool. It's like kind of like the decent birth of the pinup. Anyways, was in that era. These are the cool pinups because I really like pinup pictures. They're just like like the sheet. Anybody doesn't know what they are. It's like the posters and sheets with the girls. It's like those are pinups. I really like pinups. They're just really cool. And all that art and stuff on planes and things. It's just really neat. So I can't do that. I think my next video is going to be on this or the quad shot. I wanted to film it today, but I didn't. So this is actually kind of cool because, like, the birth of the short dart gave me Pirate Johnson. Hey, how you doing, buddy? I was thinking of you the other day. It was hot outside, and I was like, Jesus Christ. Reminds me of the trip down to freaking Georgia. But it was humid. And then, oddly enough, like 2 minutes later, like some girl came walking in the store with a University of Georgia Tech shirt on. And I'm like, I was there. And she's like, well, so was I. And I'm like, okay, yeah. No, I didn't ask her if she knew drag. But she did know of the games that take place down there. And she was one of the students that was walking around while the event took place. She was down there for some reason. So kind of neat. I was there. I heard about that. I don't know. I don't get that stuff. Hold on, okay. Obviously, smart enough to go to Georgia Tech. Yeah, there was a lot of really cool stuff that came out of that, especially the Ozarkian lore and stuff like that. This this thing actually received a second life lately. Uh, like I had a hard time getting dark because I used Frost King. Fowler probably knows what I'm talking about. I used Frost King foam, and I got the diameter on that was just awful. It was not only inconsistent, but it was so awful, just horrible foam, and it never fit the P tag that I got. The missile things that now I have from Amazon, aren't they cool? Like, oh my god, from the party. Yes, you did. I was think you did. But the worker darts fit in here perfectly. Like I thought I was gonna have to modify the entire thing, and the worker darts went right in, and I'm like, oh my god, I can use my Octoshot in today's stuff because it doesn't. It gets further than everybody else in the field, but it's not breaking 125. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. Old school NIC stuff is back. Yeah. So you guys all got lucky when you bought your thing because you got four freaking darts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, twice of these. You got, and YouTube flags this. You you got 4 darts, 4 things. I only got 3, and I got the same PUBG thing, the same box. I don't know how you guys got 4. I guess it's because I bought it and they were like, oh look, here's other colors. Ooh, color, color, color. I'm like, oh, what I have option white and royal blue. That's what I had, white and royal blue. Oh god, but those things are cool. I got 2 of them. I have another one over here that I'm probably gonna gut and put a 3B tank in. But I painted. When I got done, I painted mine. Mine got painted. Just pretty. And I had fake little jewels. Cut out the. Oh yeah, that. It's an H.P. Lovecraft quote. I don't remember what it says. Um, it's lay. Do not bring. Do not bring. Do not bring up what you cannot put down. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's from. Oh, I think it's. I forget what it's from. 44 like this all looks like it was ran over by a car. Yeah, one of mine's like the whole thing just like I can feel it like it comes right off. So I can shoot a pointy, dangerous stick at people instead. Austin. Joker, Joker. Oh, show me the one you got from. So you still have some skill. Oh, I'm drawing a complete blank on that, Austin. Oh my God. We're missing Valor and we got the whole crew. Don't go get his ass. Door dashing pud. His Walcomm's too good for this, eh? He's slumming. Oh, Joker. Yeah. Oh my God. I have to find another one of those pistols. So bad because, like, that's still one of my favorite paint jobs. I painted that thing up and then I got done with it. And I'm like, cool, I'm gonna use this. And I thought, oh yeah, it's not gonna be so. It's just gonna be something. And I took it. I'm like, I'll sell it. So I put up. The second he came walking over, I was like, the second he came walking over, I'm like, oh my God. My brain was like, I could hear the blaster right here, like when I was painting it. I knew it wasn't going to be mine, and I thought I was supposed to sell it. When he came walking over, I heard the blaster over here. It was like, it's like, I'm here to be given to Joker and tacos. And yeah, that blaster was supposed to go to him right off the bat. There was no. Yeah, that thing hits like a tank too. It's just mean. It's just mean. God, thought that stupid ugly ass pistol would turn out looking like that, and it just hits so brutal. Dang, I forgot about that. You know, I freaking love that episode. Taco flavor kisses. SpongeBob all screw. How's Beaker been? I have no idea. Um, we don't talk. There's nothing personal or any problem with that. Me and Beaker go through cycles of talking, not talking, talking, not talking, hanging out. Go back and forth. Like I could walk over there right now, and we'd probably be just well, not walk over, but I go over there right now. We'd probably be just perfectly fine. He's just working his butt off all the time now. Um, Still, last time I was there, he still has just piles and piles and piles of blasters everywhere from his adventures in doing this. Uh, Probably really should check on him just to make sure he's okay because he was busting his ass last time. Just doing work, so yeah, that'd probably be a good idea. I won't play hanger plate. Think of the sword I got from you. I mentioned that my file. Oh God, that speed sword. Oh Jesus. Okay, so for you guys that don't know, like I made three or when I went to the last Endor, I made two or three different swords. I think I just made two swords. One went to somebody else, and I actually owe them a blaster. I have it done. I just haven't shipped it. It's been sitting here for ever now, way past a couple of months. That's for damn sure. And that was this round circle, and then a hole through it. You could grab it here and this thing underneath. And it was a little awkward to swing this way and that way, but it was cool. He got one that was like he just basically it never even made it there. He's like, oh, I like it, money. He just fried me money, like in the house. Like this thing, it was. It has the end of it goes like that, like the Hellboy swords from the fight scene in the beginning of the movie of Hellboy 2. And there's something, I don't know what the hell I did with that thing, but that thing comes around just, I think Pirate will agree with this. It just comes around so goddamn fast. Like I know it doesn't weigh anything because it's all foam and stick, but for God's sake, it just comes around fast. I don't know. I guess I nailed aerodynamics on the wrench. I sold that thing for like $1.50 or something like that because some guy wanted it, and I made him a bet that if he couldn't throw the wrench down the hallway and hit his friend, I never thought it would actually make it. That stupid wrench went all the way down the end of the hallway and hit him square. That was such a pain. Wrench was cool though. Yeah, that thing is just quick. It's badass. I thought I was going to be like still sucks. I couldn't. Yeah, yeah, well, hopefully this year is going to be a lot better. I mean, they're having APOC. Heck, I'm gonna have to send you more than a portrait down there one of these days, Macabro. Send you some stuff I modified or something. You'll have to share though. I only have one of your addresses. Well, not anymore. I'll have to re-get it because I told the other guy Vargas that I would get rid of the address once I sent the stuff, and true my word, I don't have it anymore. That's gone. Loved made a Caliburn. Oh, Caliburn. I can't prime those. Um, I can do it with the K24, like if I struggle at it, but they're just too goddamn long. They're too long. I can't do it. The K25 is just too much. K24 is just enough I can get my hands on it. Still, I like the Caliburn enough, but then again, I think I've stated my opinions on, excuse me, 3D printed blasters on more than one occasion, especially like things that big. Oh God, freaking root beer! I gotta learn to drink something not carbonated when I do this. City salmon. City salmon. I think I saw pictures of that. Did you post pictures of that? That sounds familiar. Okay, little ones to bed. Yes, yes, and staple them to the ceiling. I mean, to bed. Yes. Either way, they won't complain. I don't have to break the skin. You just go around them. It's like bunk beds. Don't squirm. Just remember, bedwetter goes down the bottom. Squirmer out when you break the difference. All right, Fowler. I will see you around, man. I'll keep you apprised when I get that up. I'll probably end up making an announcement here, so that's gonna be. That should be interesting. Asking him with a clever name for the thing, like like weekly stream, something posted on Reddit. Might have seen. Did you post it on any of the forums? The actual like Facebook forums? Because I might have seen that. I didn't do any. I don't. Maybe I saw it on Reddit. I do check Reddit every once in a while. Maybe I only check Reddit every once in a while just to keep myself apprised of hate, things like that. Because I need that. I need daily dose. Go to Reddit. Get your daily dose of negativity. Oh, what can I do with these till I get the stuff I need? I'm off on Sunday, so I'll just if I put them in the drawer, they're gonna be disappeared. Put them here. Put them in my car. I actually should probably put them in my car, but they're 3D printed, so I can't put them in my car. Should probably throw this out. But I'm not gonna. I'm gonna throw it in a random pile. A random pile behind me. The ever-growing pile of shame. Yeah, well, it's the internet. So, I mean, if these people weren't on the internet, they'd be living in a shack in the woods, writing their paper, their manifestos on pine cones. So, you goofy guy on Reddit, it's your choice. Now, see, I recognize silly salmon for some reason. So that's probably where I saw it because it sounds familiar. For some reason referencing Monty Python in my head. It should be possible. Probably not. Not entirely sure. Oh, God. I should crank the air up on this thing. Allergies are making my nose drip, and it's not quite strong enough to blow it back up in. So, less focused air hose nose. Started getting dozens of Foxhole friends equipment. Yeah, I got a lot of them too. I answered one phone call for something. I answered one phone call because I'm waiting for a repairman to make a date, and they just sent me an email that said, "Can we send a repairman?" I'm like, "Well, yes, you should have done that last month when I kept bothering you." And like now, like I get like 30 phone calls in 20 minutes. The same damn thing. I have to pick them up because I don't know if it's a stupid repair guy or not. I'm trying to make an appointment because last time I had happened and I missed his call, it took forever to try to get a hold of the guy again. Just a pain. Just a pain. Be nice if the repair guy actually did this stuff. They're just going to come out and look at it and go, "I need a part," and walk away again. It'll be another 2 months till the parts show. 2 or 3 months again till the parts shows up. So there's some journey slept by the salty salmon, and you will be lost for 30 days. But do not worry, by the end of it, you will have learned to love yourself. I'm going to get bored for that. Oh, got a sip of Herbal-Aids. Almost as bad as the saber-toothed crotch crickets, but they don't itch so much. Let's see how quickly we can get YouTube to yank this video. Well, why not? Sounds like fun. Oh my God, it's warming up in here. Oh, jeez. It's enough sitting in front of a fan. That's what the problem is. What did I do with that stupid mask? I have no idea what I did with that damn thing. Oh, bought it from Wish. So it was cheap, but it took it forever to get here. I'd like to know what I did with that damn thing. Is it back here? Oh, it's back here. There it is. Oh, there we go. That one's special. It's just like the other one that I have. It's white. I haven't base coated it yet because I got to figure out where to make my cuts and things. And then it goes under here. And you put it on using the strap-ons. You go across the back of your head. You get caught in your hair. Make a mess. Actually, this goes in first. That goes up in there. And then this goes on like that to there. But I don't think I need to put the plastic thing there. I think I just need to cheat things in. And it just needs to go like that. It has to rest under the glasses. Baby Bell cheese, club crackers, slice of pepperoni for a snack. I like to eat applesauce. I once every week I go out and make a supply run and I buy pudding snacks. About 1 pack of pudding snacks, and if I have any left in my fridge, I don't buy any pudding snacks. So sometimes I don't get them, which is good because I think they're or then 100 calories a piece, and the applesauce is like 100 calories. The salami and stuff like that's too much salt and grease. Mostly salt. I gotta watch deli meats because salt's bad. I take a blood. Uh, I take a water pill to keep water in my system, so I gotta watch the salt, which makes me pee. And then I take metformin, which takes the sugar out of my system, which makes me pee. I take a heart pill, which works on my heart, which makes me pee. Take another one, which makes my bladder weak, which is I take a relaxer for my breathing and stuff like that, and that makes my bladder weak. So, like, gotta pee, gotta pee, gotta pee, gotta pee, gotta pee. I can't stop. Like, when I gotta pee, you gotta move. It's gotta come out whether I want to or not. Fucking hell. It's awful. It's awful. Metformin's a pain. The heck was the other one? The antidepressant medication and the blood and the finger sticks and everything else. Top of daily vitamins. I literally talking about this with another nerfer. I'm like, dude, I take like 15. Like my dad had open heart surgery, and I take more pills than he does. He takes It takes just like 4 or 5 pills a day. Like I have 5 just down here. I get the other ones upstairs, and I have the other stuff. But it's, oh my god, it's such a pain. Don't get old. Freeze your head now. I got the jaw moves and talk and mess up my lovely face. Oh, plastic surgery. I don't know. I mean, I did get just done watching Nip Tuck. Those guys don't seem too happy about it. If you do decide plastic surgery, I don't know about this particularly mask doing that. They are kind of very rigid. I would look into some kind of foam appliance on a sock, maybe. That would probably do a better trick. The best option I would say would be uh, cutting along the jawline here and alleviating it, and then attaching it to a head sock or something like that, because then it would move. But they're not really close enough for that. There's a couple tutorials online on how to make things like that. They're pretty good. They're relatively simple. It's just 2 pieces, literally 2 pieces of a rubber band. But I would seek a better surgeon than that. If I mean, you are in Mexico. That's where people go for cheap plastic surgery. For the love of God, though, no, no. Side effects, yes. Yeah, slices. Tangine on apple slices, legit. Or mango. Oh God, mango tastes like fuzz. Like every time you eat or drink something with mango, it's like you always just like a frog or something like that when you're done. Like you feel like you should be licking your eye. There's like bands on the strap. Hey, we all got our hobbies. Oh, so cold. Also, much rather have at that point stab each other. That's a great name. There's always other face route. Yeah, somebody else's face. I mean, always mess up somebody else's face. Those of you who don't know should go, like, you don't know who Professor Macabro is, you should really go subscribe to Professor Macabro. And Vargas Vault, too. You'll probably find a link or something there, or mentions to it. He had to share his YouTube channel with Vargas for a while until he just broke out on his own. So a lot of the original videos are up on there. I would suggest you do like I did and find the video on the interview with a zombie. That's what made me a fan of Macabro immediately. It was funny as hell. And they still owe you a decent interview for that. We may have to kidnap somebody from The Walking Dead and drag them over there for that. New mango Pepsi is, oh God, why would they mango Pepsi? Why is with this all of the trying to do stuff like screwing with Mountain Dew? Stop screwing with Mountain Dew. It's good. It's fine. People already addicted to your green orange flavored soda, okay? It's Mountain Dew. Everyone freaking loves it to begin with, all right? You don't have to screw with Mountain Dew. Like Pepsi and all them get like the Coke with coffee in it like that. I mean, if they really want to make money, put Coke with rum in it for God's sake. I mean, come on. Do it right. I mean, put rum back in your Coke. Sure. Like the one with the Megalodon 3 shark attack. Oh my god. I miss the shark videos. Oh my god, I miss all of the shark movies. Watermelon Dew was okay. Yeah, that was okay, but just no. They need to like. Then they did the sugar like cane sugar one. That was god awful. Three Megalodon. I have no idea. I'm actually behind on watching all of my YouTube stuff. I have to just sit here like with a project and watch everything one of these times because like I watch like one YouTube video a day and then like something else pops up and I'll check it out quick, but I don't. I just haven't been watching any freaking YouTube. I haven't been putting on YouTube. It reminds me that I haven't been putting on YouTube. I think the last one was 6 for Sharknadoes. Cocoa coffee is a very popular thing in prison in Europe, it says. The combination. And there you go. The guy until I can get a blast. I can understand that though. Like my all time favorite addiction was the God, I don't want to talk about it. Was the what was it, the Giant Brand ginger ale before they changed it to the Great Value or whatever the hell it was when they did the great rebranding of the 90s that they did. This wall over here, like my bed was still right here. I was in this room. My bed was here, and then there's like maybe like half the wall over because I had a fridge and an end table, and like half that wall over to where the closet is, and just straight up and like on the floor in front of it and stuff were just case after case after case of the ginger ale because they put it out on clearance, and I didn't like the new one. I still don't like the new one that they put out. They changed it, and I had so much of it sitting out there like I can't believe I drank all that. I drove from just giant to giant, just buying that stuff in the Harrisburg area. Awful. Billy Joseph Internet Chi gaming. Oh, my stay up is. I don't have a stay up anymore. I get tired and go to sleep because I'm old. Pepsi Blue tastes like sand. Now I have to try it because it tastes like sad. It's like, see, of course, then again, like, oh God, Crystal Pepsi. Jeez, I remember that shit. Oh, okay, like you guys like Little Hugs, which I gotta buy again because an entire case of Little Hugs has less calories than a goddamn bottle of soda, and I don't mean a 2 liter, like a 1 liter bottle of soda. There's less calories than a stupid Little Hug. The only thing is they're not sugar; they're aspartame. So like which is great because I can only drink 1 or 2. All right, see you, silly salmon. The shower. Don't forget, like, don't try to go upstream. Up in the shower, you just get your head caught in the thing. Yes, those are great. So the blue tastes like fruit, red tastes like fruit punch. The blue tastes like, and I mean, not sadness, but whatever it tastes like that. And then you get the green one. Like it's supposed to be lemon lime, but Sprite is lemon lime. Like it's and same thing like the ice pops because I think it's just the same shit. They just decide to either put it in a container, they put it in a tube and freeze it. So the factory was like, oh hell, we can put this stuff in a GoPro tube and freeze it and get twice so much out because it's mostly water and fruit dye. So screw everybody. We're just gonna tell the original water, bottled water plate. But so yeah, it does. It's horrible. At least it's low in that though. It does keep me from drinking a lot of them. I gotta buy them because, like I said, they're like using like a diet thing. Anyways, uh, the green ones taste like green. They don't taste like lemon lime. They don't taste like lime. They don't taste like lemon. They don't taste like any kind of fruit. They taste like the color green. Because like you get a lollipop, it's like a green lollipop. You can take it. It tastes like a hug, but it doesn't taste like anything normal. It tastes like the color green. It's the only thing I can come up with. It tastes like, hey, Wolf Boy, how you doing? Cool. They taste like green. It's like it's like my buddy is colorblind. I looked at him. I asked him to get me a drink. He said, "Do you want a mountain? Do you want a Gatorade?" I asked him how. I was like, "Dude, I'm like, you drink Gatorade?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "How do you pick your flavor?" And he was like, "By the name." And I'm like, "That's not how you pick Gatorade." You know, he needs Skittles or something. No Skittles. For a while, Pepsi had this. Yeah, I liked the cane sugar one too. You changed probably because it was too fake sugar. Yeah, the cane sugar one, Pepsi. I did like that. Shrimper thing, this local ice cream. That's awesome. We call it frog spit. We have a sweet frogs in our area. And something else. There's another one that like literally closed. It used to be a TCBY, then it was a sweet frog, and then it was something else. It's just a frozen yogurt place that keeps getting renamed. Like and it's always like, "Hi, I'm the new owner." It's like, "Oh my God, I'm the new owner." And I want to go, "Oh, jeez." It's a damn cough, right? It's like a communist thing. Like I like the blue one. The blue one. It's like, what flavor? I don't know what the flavor. Not the blue one, but the light blue one. The light white blue one is kind of transparent. No, not the other one. You know, it's, you don't have time to read the names on the Gatorade. That's why they make them in bright colors. So they just grab it. Corn flavored ice cream. Oh, oh my God. Then decades. Corn flavored ice cream. Uh, Please tell me that it doesn't have pieces of corn in it, for God's sake. No, but the chocolate icing does. Blue Parade is Mountain Berry. Oh, you're looking up in comments. Blue Parade. No, I like it's the Arctic, some Arctic Chill or something like that. The things online say it was regular Mountain Dew, and they Baja Blast. Gotta be wrong. I don't think you should be drinking that, Pirate. Aren't you supposed to be like limited on things like that? Like, I don't quite remember. I'm pretty sure of it. Tequila flavored ice cream. Oh God, do they serve it in a bug shaped cone? Because that would be too freaking cool. That would be awesome. In a worm shaped cone. He's funnel cake. God, now I want a funnel cake. I haven't had a funnel cake in years. Last time I had a funnel cake, I was at the baseball game. It didn't go well. I had a shirt on that was people didn't like. Buddy buys me a shirt almost every year that's so used to that was like from places like T-shirt Hell and things like that. So you can imagine what the shirts are like. No, I don't care. I wear them in public because they were gifts. But none of them are racist or anything like that. They're just not appropriate for anybody under 18. It's fried. That's what's special about it, Wolf Boy. It's fried. You can deep fry your cell phone and you'd eat it. Liam, hello, Liam. How you doing, buddy? Gotta see you again soon, hopefully, Day. Those dew flavors are. Tayoji is the volt confused with the voltage of the Lewis. I I'm only diabetic till I'm no, I'm not. Was handsome, okay? Yeah, I tipped the scale on that one. They finally got their wish last time I went in. They're like, "Oh, you're diabetic," and I'm like, "Oh, really?" And I'm like, "What was the results?" And they started talking with this long, this that. I'm like, "Yeah, I want to be retested." Like, well, it doesn't work that way. I'm like, "I want to be retested." They're like, "Well, no, don't test the immediate. We test the long term." Like, what's a long term? They're like, "Oh, no." I'm like, "Just tell me what it was." And they're like, "Oh, well, you're like a half a point over, so now you're diabetic." I'm like, "Oh, cool. So you get your way. I don't have to eat sugar for like a month, and then I'm back to normal. She's like, well, I'm gonna start you. I'm like, well, whatever. I didn't write that down, so I asked her to, and then when I went out there, I walked back in with my paper, and I'm like, the doctor didn't put a note on here. She's like, what's that for? I'm like, oh, I asked her that I wanted to be retested, and she said it wasn't going to be necessary. So I told her to make a denotation on my thing, and she's like, well, I have to check with the doctor. I'm like, yeah, you can go ahead and do that, but if you don't, I want to make sure that it's on record. So I want to make sure I have a copy of that one too. I don't think my doctor likes me now too. I had such high hopes for this one. Oh well. This last one didn't like me either because it's like when you call them out on their bullcrap. Yeah, it's a fun trick. You go to the doctor and they don't want to do something or look at it, tell them to write it on your chart. Make it in our wrap up notes that was in there, and make sure you get a copy of the stuff when you walk out so you can double check it. Because if it's not on there and something happens later, they can be held accountable for it. So 9 times out of 10, they usually just go, "Oh, yeah, we can fix that." Oh crap! Is that one of the horns? No, it's silver and red. So no, I don't think that fell off. I think that was already off. Yes, exactly. That's the one that fell off of there. Okay, yeah, my dude. I found one of the little horns. This one's not painted, so that was the one that fell off the middle of his back. So it turned into a rust spot, which is absolutely fine. So that's cool. They said they're doing great. Can't wait to see him. I can't wait either. I really definitely want to. Liam's cool. Liam's a cool kid. Medicine, no, part with. Which has the same sugar. PLAJC. Give you some. Yes, which part of the country has the tea and the same another tea? Sweet tea. You want some sweet tea? The paperwork shall be miffed. If you let them, my old would have had me 3 kinds of blood pressure meds because I'm hypertensive. One I don't standing, and I don't to not off standing again for all. I did that for quite some time. I was like, you could have a conversation with me, and I would just drift out. But I was busting my ass at work too, so they tried to tell me that I had some other issue or something like that, and I'm like, yeah, I'm putting in 12-hour days in retail and going home and waking up early and coming back because my boss keeps calling me in the middle of the night to ask questions, and I'm a day off, and I'm like, yeah, I just don't sleep. And second, I stopped doing that, and I started sleeping, and then life was so much better again. Yeah, fun, good times, good times. That needs to come off Disney. Damn it. Fairly Odd Parents needs to not be on Disney. It needs to be on a regular show, regular TV show. Looking at him like he's going to eat him, but you have no meat on your bones. You're just bones. That's all. Oh, I was going to work on a Devil Soul Crushing Wheel. Yeah, no kidding. Let's sleep. Tell me about it. I was possibly going to work on a Beholder, one of the miniature things. I'm kidding. I couldn't do that. One of those people that actually care about their job. Not that I care about my job, but I care about the people and stuff that I work with. I got a loyalty to them. It's one of the reasons I stayed at Walmart for so damn long because I felt like I had a loyalty to the people I work with, and that all changed when they decided to screw me. So that was a story I've told before, and I'll tell some other time. Models of beholders, but hey, oh my god, they're so freaking expensive, right? Like they released that one, and it's just everybody has it. It's just no, I don't know. There's cheap ways to make them. You guys seen the ones I made, a ping pong ball. I think it was a Wylock or somebody like that had the tutorial. It's simple. It's some wire, some beads, a ping pong ball, and hot glue, and paint it. It's real simple, really easy. They have a contest going. One of those, and I don't remember which one of the miniature Facebook pages is doing it. They have a contest for creating your own beholder or beholder-ish thing. And I had an idea for one that was kind of like eldritch, slug with a skull kind of thing with tentacles and stuff. But I don't, it's not built in my head. And yeah, the contest. I think the contest is over now because they were doing it in a month, anyways. Can't remember if I saw it last week or 2 weeks ago. Russell at like retailing Tommy answers before him calls me. It's a store number. Yeah, see, that was really cool. Like they tried to call me from other numbers in the store, so I literally took one day and just went around and called from my phone from every number from every phone in the store that I could get my hands on. There was only a couple of them that I couldn't because they were like locked offices. I eventually got almost everyone in the store except for like the district manager's office because that was always locked, and the one in the store manager's office. Then they went and upgraded the phone system, and that screwed all that hard work out for the day. Of course, I did it on their time, so who cares? I just stopped answering. Yeah, retail sucks. I want my beer to be full. It's not. It sucks too. Oh well. Uh, about a decade on phone. Oh yeah, you do phone service. Oh yeah. Never someday I'll probably have a phone in my home. Like, yeah, I miss beer. I don't miss it as much as I used to. I don't drink like I did. It's oddly enough, all my health problems and stuff, my liver is perfectly fine. I thought for sure my liver would have been screwed. But no, liver's fine. Kidneys are fucked up, but liver's good. All the alcohol I pumped through that probably works fine because it's pickled. God's sake, alcohol's a preservative, and I guarantee you my liver won't outlive me unless I die in fire. Some bitch is gonna go up. it's, it's gonna go up like a Targaryen. Yeah. It's a kind of hard through the day. Yeah. Yeah, I want to do a phone service job, and I realized I wasn't going to do it. Except for bears. Oh, stronger makes you stranger. Yes, when dealing with the public, that is an absolute statement. Whatever doesn't kill you makes you stranger. I thought just said it doesn't make you stronger, which is the regular one. Except for bears. Bears will kill you. Bears don't make you stronger. Walgreens, franchise McDonald's. Ah, no, fast food. Nope, never work that. Upkeep, taking fire. Yeah, 2 weeks notice. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I would never work at McDonald's. No, screw them. You've never seen showing them my blood work. They should try harder, pirate. You should give them your actual blood. Just walk in and just like bite your wrist. You're like, try it fresh. Ah, oh. Funny way the calls. I worked at a closing place once too. It's great. You can't get fired from the store that's going to close. They can't hire anybody to replace you, and you can do whatever the hell you want. Well, Space Wolves. Space wolf liver compared to the suffering of a space wolf liver. Damage suffered by Hermanos. Go. Just forget these. One thing I learned about life, I never mess with people and handle. Oh my God! Right? Yeah. How right was that statement? Oh, dude, I go like I have terrified that the chef is going to get. I saw waiting and stuff like that. I'm terrified that if I send something back, the chef is going to screw with it or something like that. I'm like, yeah, like I to this day, like I get fast food, I rip apart the burger, scrape off the mayonnaise, because I used to work with the local McDonald's up here. The kids used to talk about how they spit on the, then they put the mayonnaise over top. That way you can't find it. I'd scrape off all like this day. I still scrape off all the sauce. Like it's got to go. I can't do it. Coffee, liquor, monster, Java would just slowly drip out the ones. I have two of those in one. Coffee liquor. It's a Jaeger coffee. It's pretty much what you expect. It's like somebody spilled coffee in black Jaeger. It's okay. It's pretty good, but it's all right. Why is this hole in my apple pie? Why is my apple pie crying? Secretly in the tacos and the secret sauce. Secret sauce ain't so secret anymore. Down like today, still running. I appreciate it. Yeah, I wanted to go back in and like screw up the systems and stuff, but I realized I would just hurt the people that I was working with, except for the hardware. See you, Liam. Have a good one, buddy. Good night. Uncle Connie says good night. The I went down to like on my way out. I went back in the store. Then later, I went to the back and pulled there's a little key thing in the back that nobody could figure out that key thing wasn't in it. When the software, the color thing wouldn't work, I took that thing out and just dropped it on the floor. It bounced underneath the thing, and the thing weighs like 1,000 pounds, so it's not like they're gonna move. You can't just move the color match machine easily. I was in there like a month or two later, and the thing still wasn't working. They couldn't figure out still how to get it working right. I know a friend of mine for that little advice, by the way. It's cold brew. Cold brew. It's coffee Jaeger. I think might be cold brew. It costs more than regular Jaeger, and it's not as alcoholic. Plus, it's not quite as good. It tastes like Jaeger, but it also tastes like coffee. I mean, like the PBR coffee thing was more like PBR than it was coffee. That was actually rather okay. This was kind of, I still have the bottle. Like it's been a long. I bought it back before last winter, and I still have it. It's not something that's easily mixed in or drank at by itself. Yeah, it's not worth it. There, Austin. It's not worth it. These companies aren't worth screwing up with. Function. It's caffeine and alcohol. What can go wrong? I don't know. By the way, anybody ever drink Four Loco? That was caffeine and alcohol. They had to fix that. Gorgana. One of my favorite drinks is still the what do they call it? It's still mixing stuff, Red Bull and vodka. Yeah, that's a bad idea. Especially when you sit in the bar all night, drink those, and smoke cigarettes. It's even worse. Let's completely mess up everything that messes your system. Put them in a glass in your face. Ugh. What could go wrong? I don't know. This has devolved into debauchery nearly. Let's talk about debauchery. R2-D2, the filthiest character in the Star Wars universe. Everything he says is censored. So, jitters and the shakes. Oh, God. Oh, I should play that. Oh, I'm going to knock that over. I should play that if I had the chance, but I can't. It's 11 o'clock. I gotta go to bed soon. So I guess I like the movies about the gladiators. Yeah, I actually liked Troy. Not the actual movie Troy, but I liked the fight scene that they did with what's his name and uh, whatever the fight scene was when he fought the guy there and he with the spear. That was pretty good. That fight scene was cool. Other than that, the movie was. Work in the morning and hopefully. Yes, hopefully the next stream will actually be a mod with me stream. So it'll probably be once I figure out how to make it work properly. It'll be on Google Hangouts or one of those other things like that if anybody has preferences. Yes, a kill yours as an actor. Yeah, that's it. Now I'll probably do a model on with me thing, and we'll just work on projects or BS while I work on a project or BS. One of the two. We'll have multiple windows open because it'll be like Google Hangouts or whatever one of those things are. Once I figure out how to make the rooms and things like that, hopefully I'll be able to die more next year. Hopefully they'll still be able to have N-Word next year because uh, I don't know, like with this COVID thing like this, a lot of clubs and colleges and everything are not getting attendances that they need. So extracurricular activities have been cut, and I'm assuming that the Nerf Club is probably not high priority on the dean's list of things to keep active. So I would assume that around the nation, COVID has killed quite a few Nerf clubs in areas, and well, it'd be great to see it come to Penn State, but I don't know if it's actually going to be replaced with Discord. I thought that was. I honestly think that it's probably going to be moved next year. Probably, hopefully somewhere close, but it'd be nice if it stayed at Penn State. But the way the situations and everything else seem to work, clubs closing, I would say probably not. This year needs to be a rebuilding year for a lot of reasons in the hobby. Discord would be your best bet. I don't want to make a Discord channel. No, 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 no. God, no. Yeah, but does Discord do video? And everybody have their own little video so they can see? That's why I want to do Google Hangouts because one, I'm familiar with it, and I'm not tech savvy by any means, and it's got to have everybody's got to have their little videos and stuff up so we can see everybody and talk. So Discord does do that. Okay, well, gonna have to look into that, and somebody might have to help me. Probably Pirate and Wolf Boy looking at you, especially Wolf Boy, because I know you work with Griever on some stuff like that before, I think so. So I might have to create myself a Discord channel, video and audio, even to share your computer app screen. That's pretty neat. Oh, yeah, not to look into that. I did not want to create a Discord thing because it's something else I have to manage then. But I guess for the news. A lot of buttons have pictures. I'm no good with them either. Oh my God, Ren and Stimpy, in my head. Oh, press the candy. Will he press the button? The red, shiny, candy-like button. The button that draws him ever closer. Will Cadet Stimpy be able to resist? No, I can't. Ah! Hopefully, you have to send me a link for that then, so I can be one of the people on your thing. I'll tell you what, I'll be one of your Discord members. You can get your numbers up if you help me make a Discord. Describe a Discord because the only Discord I know is for My Little Pony and the Hercules TV show. God, she was hot. Oh God, Angry Beavers. Yes, Angry Beavers was awesome. I love Angry Beavers. You player the other day at the time. Which one was the eject player? Dag. Xena? Yeah. Yeah, she was on Xena. Yeah. It wasn't Hercules, it was Xena. Oh, God, she was hot. Too bad that dude. Oh, God, I would have been perfect. Christ Macabro out of left field. Eek the cat. I can find it. I occasionally do that, Wolf Austin. Like a sorcery. Eek the Cat. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to watch Eek the Cat. Again, my god, I can't remember. That was a good one. Looking it up, that was. I just remember it being something. Like I can hardly remember it. I'm gonna have to look them up. So my brain says it was something along the lines of like like Courage a Cowardly Dog, but I think I'm incorrect on that. Courage was my niece watched Courage. Apparently, they redid a bunch of Courages into some kind of mix-up thing, and my niece was watching it, and I'm like, "This isn't Courage the Cowardly Dog." And I tried to show her some of the other episodes, but she's like 7, so she had no patience for me to try to actually find some of them. All right, good night, Austin. Shark Dog, yes, Sharky, Iron. Yes, Sharky, I remember Sharky. Yeah, oh my god, I don't remember entirely what the show was about. I remember him getting his ass, Sharky just tearing him up on more than one occasion. Cat Dog. Oh yeah, my awesome mug. Cat Dog's on here. So is SpongeBob for some reason. Like, SpongeBob's like theme is like the poster on Nickelodeon. I tried rewatching Hey Arnold again. That was awful. God, I don't know why I watched that in the first place. So it's kind of a lore. SpongeBob doesn't belong on here really. I mean, this is all like classic cartoon. Rocket Power up above, Wild Thornberries, Angry Beavers. There is both Dag and Norm, Ren and Stimpy, Invader Zim. This freaking Real Monsters. I loved that damn show, and I got to check the Nickelodeon app to see if it's on there because I miss Real Monsters. I love that show. Actually, Macabro, that's right. He had a girlfriend. Oh God, I meant to remember this. Ornamental sheet metal, no. Any ornamental sheet metal, no. Actually, there's a there's a thing on Cat Dog. I think that because Science Guy, like other than the obvious horrific result of what could happen if one side ate the other and the other one didn't, having a connected digestion of what would that entail for the centipede and other end of a mouth being dual purposed. there are there are animals that do not poop. There are microscopic little flea things that eat like your human hair and stuff like that, like like dust mite kind of thing. But they eventually just live short lifespans and die from not being able to poop. So, cat dog, without having a working anus, would probably had a died a horrible death. Unless he has a pooper in the middle and they just didn't show it, which is awful because cats love showing everybody their butthole. So you have to go back and watch it and see if there's more dog than cat. If there's more dog than cat, dog is the butthole because cats show everybody their butthole all the time. Zim and Rocky got Netflix movies. Rocky, yes, yes, they did. The Zim one was amazing. The Rocco one will probably be better in 20 years. It was funny. The whole movie was about basically how nostalgia doesn't make everything better, and nostalgia is because it's all in the past and you remember it better. That was absolutely hilarious about the movie because it'll probably be better in 20 years. Because Rocco was good, but it's even better now. Animaniacs, yeah, another one. And the people were bitching because like, oh, they got political. I'm like, you ever watch Animaniacs? Did you go back and rewatch it? That wasn't just a bunch of jokes. They got past the censors. For God's sake. Yeah, well, I know a lot of random shit. Sometimes I gotta look stuff up. I have these questions, the same questions as you people, and I also have the internet. Why you don't know how to answer them yourself? I don't know. You're too afraid to get the answer. The answer is not something you want to get either. Oh God, Gargoyles was another one. God, I miss coming home and watching cartoons that were awesome that my niece will never know. Like the simple pleasure of coming home and watching, WB Batman, Gargoyles, Tailspin, Darkwing Duck, DuckTales, all of them. Well, she watched DuckTales. I mean, that the new season, the new series is absolutely amazing. The Darkwing Duck, they did a whole 1 hour special on that. That was great, but they're still teasing everybody with it. Samurai Pizza Cat. What the hell? Hyper Monkey Team Monkey Force Go. That's another one. Or the one about the apes that were uh they were super intelligent and they fought something. They had like cybernetics in them or something. I can't remember that one. That one was pretty good. I understood. Oh, yeah, I understood. Go. Catchy and have to check out Space Monkey. Was that called Space Monkeys? God, it would be that simple. It would be that simple. I think that's part of the problem with a lot of things today is we don't have good cartoons anymore. Like my long-standing theory is that we do since DuckTales. DuckTales isn't that bad. You're right. It's absolutely Beetlejuice. Oh my God, Beetlejuice was amazing. Yeah. Dun, 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 It was all kind of batshit crazy too. So I ponder somewhere scary song could call forth Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. See, like I blame cartoons for a lot of stuff today. Like in my day, most cartoons, like in the '80s, were morality lessons, other than like Wile E. Coyote and Smash with an Anvil. But we didn't do that because we knew better not to do that because our parents would just whoop the crap out of us. But you had like even like DuckTales and things like that. They still had a lot of Captain Simeon and the Space Monkeys. Thank you. They were they had a Showtime. Like use that one. That single line got me good with a high school wrestling team, and they watched them out for my back for 2 years. Mummy's alive. Mummy's alive. The guy with the arm. God, Mummy's alive. I remember that one. That was a weird one too. That was on like one of the mornings. Yeah, today's kids aren't gonna get it. The freaking cat was more of a problem than Pepe was. I mean, Speedy. Yeah, I guess I can see why people would be really offended by that. I mean, of course, then again, Bugs Bunny dresses up like a woman in half of the shows that he does, and nobody says a damn word about that. You know, so that's probably going to be the next one to go. Then they're going to come after the Stooges, the Skeleton or or Jake and the Jake and the Jake and the Wheeled Warriors. God, that's another one. Back in the day when toys were made to, they made a toy line and a cartoon to go with it. They could drive the toy line. MTV after school cartoons also. Kept creating a Crypt Keeper cartoon. Oh, that was weird. Maybe. Yeah, see, yeah, but somebody was just one person. That's all it takes. They should bring Magus back. Like that's a cartoon that needs to be watched. Anybody that haven't seen it? Pirates of Darkwater. Oh my God! For Christ's sake, that was a great cartoon. What was the one when they God, stupid air. Yeah, I, I'm gonna defer to pirate on that. I mean, professor on that one. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure he's. I'm pretty sure that's about the way that goes there. Though Red Storm. I'm pretty sure. Vegas XL. Or there was one where um, they had they lived in like a place, something like that, something like they lived like there was a bunch of kids that had motorcycles that would pop out wings. It's not mask. They'd pop out wings, and they like dual, like they were like biplane kind of looking off the side, and they were motorcycles, and they had like an eagle on their thing, and all I can remember is like the bad guys had zeppelins, and like the one lady would stand on her motorcycle plane and play a violin while her people attacked. The toys they made were horrible. They didn't look as good as the thing. Oh, Symbiotic Titan. Jesus. Yeah, that they rebooted that. They rebooted that and it was awesome. I mean, they stopped after the reboot. Symbiotic Titan was really cool. Centurions, Silverhawks. Silverhawks. Yeah, I remember Silverhawks. God. Voltrons. Yeah, the one with the lions, not the stupid cars. Nobody liked Car Voltron. The new one they did was really good too. I did like that, but the ending of that was stupid. You didn't have to do that. Yeah, the cartoon I'm thinking of is pretty obscure. I have no idea what it was called. Toxic Crusaders. They're gross, but they still get girls. Or Barnyard Commandos. Stormhawks. Jesus, Wolf Boy. Holy crap. Stormhawks. That was a great. If you guys want to look something up that was really cool, you should look up Stormhawks. That was a good one. Covered in suits that had peg. That was Centurion. They had tons of holes in them. We had the green guy and the blue guy. So we didn't have the yellow one. We had the air and the water guy. I mean, the ground and the other guy. No, we didn't have the air guy. We had a lot of oh my God, of the stupid robots with the suction cups on the bottom of them. Those guys were cool. Wrecker bots or something. Those were neat. I don't even think they were a toy. I don't think they were a cartoon. I think they were just toys. Those were cool. I went looking for those the other day on eBay. I can't afford those. These ones are in good condition. You squeeze their back and they had popple arms. It's just like that corrugated tubing. It's like just crunched up and you squeeze their arms and they go like this. It would create a vacuum. Green and the yellow one was a tank. Submarine, a tank. Freakazoid. Freakazoid. I never actually. I think I only ever saw one or two episodes of Freakazoid. It was on up against something else in the WB, or it was on a bad time, or something. But I don't think I ever watched any more thing like one or two episodes of Freakazoid. I'm pretty sure of that. There's just some way I could just pull up all the old cartoons and look at them on the screen. Dexter Douglas Ace Computer. Dexter Douglas Ace Computer Nerd. Three big monsters. He had a skeleton. He had a rib cage chest that opened up, and you could put people in there. The other guy was like dirt. The other guy was a demon. Oh yeah. Oh cripe. Oh elementals. Something. I had them. We had the big skeleton guy, and we had another one, and some of the regular figures. Oh. Yeah, that's the one. I literally just watched a Toy Galaxy on on them. I was like, oh, I remember those. Huh? I was like, yeah, I just watched a Toy Galaxy on one of those. Damn it! And see, that was right back in the day too, where cartoons were made to promote toys. Where He-Man broke the mold from that. It brings me back to my original point. like He-Man, G.I. Joe bluntly said at the end of the episode, all these old cartoons were based on morality issues, except for like Bugs Bunny, where I said, like they dropped anvils on people and stuff like that. So, like, if you were getting like Thundercats, even too. I mean, they were just so God, so there. Like you couldn't even disguise it. It was awful. And like it was all morality issues, and like whether you wanted it or not, it was driven into your head, driven in your head. So like fast forward a couple of years, and they start taking all these things away. Cartoons change, and like that. And the new generation of kids that didn't have those send their kids in front of the TV, and now they got SpongeBob and other cartoons that are tending towards education and stupidity. Because let's face it, nobody's going to learn a damn thing from SpongeBob except how to run around and be an idiot or piss off Squidward. Piss off adults, pretty much. And then you had like the super baby things, like the baby geniuses and what is it, the Aquanauts and all that crap that came around that was like designed to be educational. And those were the really big things now, too. So, like, we lost the entire thing of people being pounded into submission subconsciously by morality issues, which I think had a big effect on the way kids act today, which an effect on the kids that are now bringing up their children today, which are tons of kids that I can't stand. Kind of kid that drops something on the floor, looks at it, and he's like, and walks away. It's like, no, dude, you need to clean that up. Mom's not going to tell me to clean it up. And they throw fits and you speed over there. Silver Surfer Strike Force? Tell me right in fact, knowing is half the battle. I like the joke ones they did at the end of that. Hey, does your mom still hang out at Dockside Bars, Willie? Except, it depend on action. Or listen, teacher kitchen totally unfair. Their cars into hoverboards. Mr. T and Fat over for morality. Yeah, see, exactly. Exactly. Things like those. I mean, like, of course, then again, I guess, Mr. Puddin Snacks telling everybody to eat your vegetables. He wasn't apparently talking about the things on your plate. So, Puddin Snacks has got a little extra in there for you. Don't tell your mother. That stupid pen. And screaming for help, they just blurted out. Their cars turn into hoverboards. I am road rovers. I cringe knowing that. I don't know. I don't know if I ever watched Road Rovers. I mean, like today, and I'll admit this freely, I watched My Little Pony. I started watching it because my niece watched it. Now she stopped watching it. Now I just keep watching it. Partially because I keep watching it, partly because Pinkie Pie is awesome. A little ball of ADD. The party, not quite yet. Not quite yet. Party was gonna wind down. We start talking about my favorite things, cartoons, old pizza commercials, a slice of pizza fighting the pizza cutter. Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, like old Pizza Hut, man. It was like Ghost Dad and Leonard Six. I'm from the phone company. Yeah, like I like Pizza Hut was awesome to me. Like we had a pizza place. So if we went to town, like Harrisburg, the city, it was always to buy stuff, like twice a year or something like that to get school supplies and things. So we didn't like get the like there wasn't like we didn't buy name brands. There was no Mountain Dew. So when we went to like Pizza Hut and they had Mountain Dew, the reason we went to Pizza Hut because everybody likes pizza, and at that time, Pizza Hut served beer. If you're dealing with us three kids all day, mom and dad wanted a beer. Because, it was the 80s. You could drive home drunk if you wanted to with kids in the car. It's fine. Gas wasn't flammable then either, so you could smoke while you filter up your car. So, and then those red glasses, we would just drink Mountain Dew just so much. It was like nectar of the gods to me. Because we didn't get name brand stuff. I didn't even know like name brand stuff was not a thing to get until I got into high school, and then I learned what Shane was. Yeah, I would love to get my hands on some more of those things. I had a bunch at one time. Yeah, classic Nickelodeon bumpers. God, those were so much cool. So cool. This Nickelodeon had so many good, like that. I like them. Like I just don't show them up. God, there's so many cool cartoons. Like Flapjack. Guys, you ever see Flapjack? Flapjack, you are the strangest child I've ever had to sit in my Baba's chair. Like Star versus the Forces of Evil. Professor Vargas talked about this. Star is another good one if you guys haven't seen that. That's on regular Hulu, probably on Disney too. Uh, still still trying to find nice Nickelodeon. Gotta hit the bed. Okay. All right, homie. Have a good night, man. For like pizza or beer in the arcade now. Let's do the Wing Zone, no beer. Yeah, Wing Zone is dumb. It's not the same anymore. Like I want the Pizza Huts are still. They used to be dark and cool and full of Mountain Dew and like cool video games and a salad bar for some reason because I never understood that. Like that was the '80s thing. Star. And then like then now in the '80s, now we're 2000 whatever, it's still the exact same crap. So like everything's just dirty and gross now. Now they can't turn up the lights. The one surviving one near me smells weird. I walked in and I walked out. I'm like, no, I can't do this. I'll go to Domino's. They put it in my car for me. Oh, Johnny Bravo. Somebody's pointed something out to me. Johnny Bravo. like My Hero Academy, All Might is essentially Johnny Bravo. It's like he was real skinny and he gets big, and Johnny Bravo is real skinny and he gets big, and I can't stop laughing about it because all I can hear is every time I see All Might now, I can hear Johnny Bravo's voice coming out of his face. Yeah, it's like the only standing one left. All the rest of them are gone. I mean, there's still there are other things now, but it's a Pizza Hut building, so it's always going to be a Pizza Hut building. Yeah, yeah. That's Pizza Hut was in its heyday then, man. But they didn't evolve fast enough. What they did, and you know, honestly, like Papa John's is okay, but not the biggest fan of them. I like kind of lean towards Domino's, but unless you're getting like a pepperoni pizza, because like let's face it, like you can't beat a Pizza Hut deep dish for pepperoni pizza. It's just killer. It's killer. And this was in the day when they actually put, prizes. You go in there and you get this little red glove thing, and then like they get like you could get prizes in your cereal that wasn't some cutout thing on the back of the cereal box was the real damn size. They were big. And no, I don't care what they say. They didn't shrink the boxes to save the stuff. They shrunk the boxes because they needed to shrink the stuff for shelf space is what they did. Pete, just make a mess all over the table when you know, wait, Pete. There gets all at the end. Yeah. VHS ads for Pizza Hut time. Because I've got a baseball game. Only one that loves everyone in the baseball game. Oh my god, Ninja Turtles. Ninja Turtles have always been cool. Like everything they did was awesome, except for the newest iteration one, which is awful. And then they did kind of like one on a Turtles in Time thing, and that was kind of bad. Like that was kind of awful. It still wasn't that bad. They went to the future. They had April and Casey's kids. It started out kind of bad, but it got better. But the one on Nickelodeon when they were uh, CGI, that was just good. And there was so many people in that too. Like the first episode had Lewis Black. Oh God, the Rat. Oh my God, I always remember the Rat King because it was Jeffrey Combs. It was better before and after they tried in the future. Yeah, that one was pretty good. Burger King gave Kids Bop CDs. Kids Bop CDs. Jesus. Yeah. With the freaking the hit sticks. Like that was back when everybody could just get their hands on any crap like that, like the Batman Forever glasses, which were horrible, actually better than the movie. Great Jason. Yeah, the Swamp Monster guy. He was that, and they did Dream Beavers, where some beavers got into yeah, they eventually did Triceratons too. They eventually got into the beavers got into the stuff, and the beavers would invade your dreams and cause you nightmares. And the one was like the head one was voiced by Freddy Krueger, which was freaking freaking epic. Oh God. So many people guest voiced on that. Just so many nods to the old stuff too. Like I still remember, like one of my favorite ones was Michelangelo. They're talking about how, and they weren't just like butt kicking machines either. They were okay, but they got better. Like they're literally standing there. Michelangelo's like, there's a word to describe this. It's so great. I can't figure it out. It's on the tip of my tongue. And on the skate shop on the wall behind him, it says Cowabunga. You know, Robert England. Yes. You make me your body. Sucky, will you make me a new body? Make me a new body. Make me a new body. Take my last bill for the. Yeah, I gotta do that too. All right, man. Talk to you later, Wolf Boy. Yeah. God, make me a new body. Shredder was voiced by the guy that did the dad of that show Urkel. Uh, Jamal White. Later, Shilly. Oh, part of him. Oh God, that was a great show. I don't think they really hit anything. Oh, then when they introduced Casey Jones, I just about flipped. So freaking happy about that. Pretty good Krang impression. Let's hear it. It's like they're like, and they finally just like he's like, I have to find the image for a shirt, and I'm probably gonna have to still like steal it off the net and like to get it. It's a picture. And it's like when they introduced the footbots. They finally introduced the footbots, and April and Casey are skating in a skating arena, and they burst through the ceiling, and he's like, "Oh, you should be good." And they like attack April, and like she goes to get away, and Casey's gonna stay there and fight him off. He's like, "You forget about me? I'm Casey Jones." And he stands there, and they do like this upward lighting, and the shadow behind him is the '80s Casey Jones shadow. like, like that's the shirt that I want. Casey Jones was always one of my favorite dudes, man. Ooh, who's the bear? Cricket. Okay, new home, round boy. Cricket. Sonic the Hedgehog. Jamal White. Yeah. What? Oh my god, I think he was. Holy crap. Yes. Oh, yeah. Damn it. Played an amazing action Casey Jones. Yeah, he was pretty cool. The one I wanted was he put in for the running for it was one of those two wrestlers. There's an independent. It's like Superpower Beatdown or something like that. He played Casey Jones in that, and it was him against somebody else. I remember who it was, and he played Casey Jones, and he looked absolutely amazing as Casey Jones. He was so cool. He was really cool as Casey Jones. He had the mask too. And Casey was just. I mean, one of my favorite shirts is like Casey Jones. It looks it's a Casey Jones mask, like a Punisher skull, and it's like I don't know. I really can't tell you. My buddy could tell you. I couldn't do it. He's a walking IMDb. He just remembers actors and stuff like that show. Like another reference. Show was Beat the Geeks on MTV. He said he used to just sit at home and just like then the movie Geek. I just tarred him. He said he just tarred him alive. He knew everything before he did. I can believe it. Oh, what a crumpet is before you play cricket. Ooh. Beating my little green friend there. I was upset with the successive movies because they had less Casey Jones. Second one was okay. Being that guy actor. Yeah, see, that guy actors are like the best actors because they're that guy. Like it's always that guy. They're the best actors. And they're fun to know who they are. Doyle. Yep. See you later, McDoyle. Actually, I think I'm probably going to do the same here in a couple of minutes. A couple, about 15 minutes here. That's going to be it. Freak. Freak. So, DVD. I had some kid come in and buy them out of the dollar rack at Walmart, and he was like 12. I mean, he was like 7 or something. I was like, "What do you know about these?" He goes, "I know this movie is better than the one they just put out." And I'm like, "I like him." He's doing his Batman voice. Yeah, because the entire novel. Never did see that. Never did see Butterfly Effect. Michael, my favorite that guy Hendrickson. Ah, yes, Bishop. Michael Ironsides. Show me the Stumpy. He's awesome. Space vampire movie he was another good one. Or Dennis Hopper in Space Truckers. That's another good one too. The hell was Hopper doing in that movie? I don't have any freaking clue. God, it's like Liam Neeson. It was like it's some like what's like who did you piss off? Who did you lose a bet to beat? You had to be in the Battleship movie for Christ's sake. Clint, Western head. Clint actually saved the Western, believe it or not. The trailer park neighbor Sean Turner. Each World. Never saw that either. I did not watch a lot. Like when we watched TV shows like that for the night. Bone Tomahawk. Yeah, that I know what you're referring to. That was pretty cool. That was pretty brutal. Uh, Terrorizer. I think the one. I think the. Although I think the scene in Terrorizer doing that is a little better. It's much gorier. Much gorier. You guys don't know what I'm talking about. Look it up. Terrorizer one might not be on YouTube. Yeah, Bone Tomahawks where they make they get a 2-for-1 special. Terrorizer was great. Art the Clown. They're supposed to be doing a second one. I can't wait to see that. that the first one, like I tried to watch it like 3 or 4 times. I couldn't get through it. And then like screw this, I'm just gonna watch this. So I had a couple of beers and something else, and then watched that. I'm like, oh my god, this movie is freaking awesome. This dude is great. Bone Tomahawk and Terrorizer have a death scene in common. That's um, I dare say I don't think I've seen I don't think I've ever seen that in another movie put in such a graphic fashion like that. I mean, yeah, they've done like that in like other movies, but it's always like, like the opening of Ghost Ship or something like that. Not like that. I mean, it was just, yeah, the upside down. Yeah, yeah, that was that was brutal. That was brutal. I mean, far like my favorite kills in movies is when I was watching that stupid was it the one the new Army of the Dead with Dave Batista, that the guy comes out, he like rips 3 guys to pieces, and they show that, and then he grabs the soldier by the jaw and he starts to pull. You can just see it start to rip, and then they cut away. And I'm like, you just showed like 3 guys get turned into mincemeat, like explode like a bowl of toothpaste, and that's too graphic to show. Ah, I mean that rip off the jaw is my favorite kill. I love that, and all like, and then like the Cabro sent me, told me to watch this one, the bathtub scene in the Mirror movie or whatever it was. She's like, I keeps opening her jaw and like tears off her own mouth. Was unbelievable, and like but that freaking kill scene is just brutal. She is screaming the entire time. Hobo with a Shotgun. Yeah, that's another good one too. That's the one Rucker Howard's last movie she did. Hobo with a Shotgun, and he goes on a killing spree. That had the guy from the main bad guy in that starred in a TV show on Sci-Fi Channel for a little while, like Splice or something like that. It was it wasn't that good. It started out okay, but it got dumb, and I think they replaced characters, same people. And I was like, oh, it's a pokey. It's like, it's a digital evolution or something like that. I don't know. It was Lex is what it calls. Yeah, it was back when Sci-Fi Channel just started, and they started doing some stuff. It was before the Sci-Fi Channel movies were good, and right after the thing started, and they weren't as good as they were going to be. They became Octoshock. Oh my god, yeah, Octoshark. Or Octoshock versus a werewolf. 2-headed shark attack, 3-headed shark attack, and I think 5 or 4. Last one they did at Danny Trejo and Rob Van Dam. And then Brooke Hogan. She was in 2-headed shark attack. Shark Exorcist. Missed that one. Gotta see that one. I like the Sand Shark one. Sand Sharks was good. Like I'm addicted to stupid fish movies. Stupid fish movies are. Killjoy was. Killjoys. Killjoys was kind of cool. I love that show. And I didn't even know it ended. I didn't even know that was ended. How many Tremors movies? There was 1, and then 2 Aftershocks. I think there was Cold Day in Hell, and then there was one more after that, and that's they like. There's no time. I think they killed Bert off in that one. Not entirely sure. They were on. I think that's they. Oh no, that was the one they were on the island. Yeah, that was the one they were on the island. Yeah, I think it was like hey, Nerf guy on the bench. How you doing? We gotta close up shop here in a couple of minutes, Nerf guy. Just so you know. I think it's 6. I think it's 6 Tremor movies. I enjoyed every one of them. Schwimmer, Jamie Kennedy, Beagle. hurts. Yeah, right? Stabby Josh, I could type that epoxy on my fingers and tear. I love the Terrarium. It wasn't those two attack and just shoots her in the head. Like, wonder if they broke the rules. Yeah, right. It's like, yeah, nice. Ah, well, it's better you turn yourself in than they come and get you. They usually take it easier on you that way. Four was pretty cool. And that giant freaking gun. Jesus. A punt gun. Real gun. That was a real gun, believe it or not. Referred to as a wait. Multiple barreled ones like that size were called punt guns. They were used for hunting ducks. Essentially, they were multiple barreled shotguns, which was just ridiculous. Ass blasters. Oh, yeah, ass blasters. Yeah, he was. It was the only link in all of them. The last one they did, they were Shrieker Island. That's what it was. Shrieker Island. There were new kinds of things that were shriekers. Kind of like they were shrieker. Well, the shriekers were already a thing. They were shriekers, and they had was it start him, somebody else, and the main bad guy was that pock faced guy that got eaten on. He got eaten on guy that died in the toilet on Doom. Always plays a scuzzball. He actually played, except for when he played the Night King on Game of Thrones, which is funny. I saw him playing that. I'm like, oh, he's one of those that guys. And he got to play the Night King. It's like he played actually. He had a part on Supernatural too, which made me look him up because they were going through some kind of thing, and he's played some kind of immortal character. I don't know. At that point, I had stopped watching Supernatural, and I just saw him, and I'm like, oh, cool. And they were like, oh. Dean was like, "Can't we just go home and just give this up and go and watch Game of Thrones?" And they immediately panned to him. And he smiled and said something. I'm like, "That is way too specific of a joke to like that." So I went and looked, and it's like, "Crap, that dude played the Night King, the cool Night King, not the one in the Flash, like the actual Night King." Hot, Hot Rod, SNL Evil Cat, he portrayed a thing. Hot Rod. Didn't see that movie either. No, I'll watch that one. Watch The Rod with my son. Explain it to him. Kevin Bacon. I don't know what he's doing anymore. He actually was back in the series they did, but it didn't last. The only hot rod I know is Hot Roddy Piper. Roddy Piper. Beat, beat Lucifer. Oh, cool. I only ever saw consistently up to where they they save the world, they find God and his sister, and like they go back and like the female watchman shows up, or man, the female that girl Men of Letters, she shows up and shoots Dean or something like that. That was as far as I got. I have to watch the rest of them. I'm probably just gonna watch it starting over again because why the hell not? You can just coast through the first couple episodes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. Because I don't know what they did. They just keep saving the world like it really needs to be saved. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Jensen Ackles. Get it. Best thing you ever did was sing. course, then Crowley is like my favorite character out of that entire thing. Heard you sold your soul for a couple of extra inches. Yeah, just trying to hit double digits. What was the one black one movie? But them. Them was called Them. It's a classic. Oddly enough, though, the black and white episode of Supernatural is my favorite episode. I love that episode. It's all movie monsters. It was so cool. Them is a classic monster movie about those. You should watch a couple more classic monster movies. See all those come out. You find that cool. You should watch some of the other stuff because it's some really neat stuff. Yeah, they made people just like mind away. I think they redid it. I think they redid it then later in color. Yeah, I don't know what the ending was. Like I'm the only thing I'm really excited for is Dexter, but then I don't get Kingdom of the Spiders. Yeah, right. Right, the Leapers, freaking rabbits. Oh my God, the thing from Uranus, or the Gravity Falls, the planet people from Planet. Gravity Falls television, planet people from Planet. I gotta get that made on a shirt to be hilarious. Scooby Natural. That was cool. Of course, that's what it was called. Oh, okay. It's midnight. I gotta go do bed stuff. Finish watching this episode of Taboo. See if I'm gonna keep watching this. And now I'll probably line up Supernatural for the noise behind the whatever I'm doing here till Death shows up. The guy that plays Death. Then you'll all watch that, which he starred in a movie about Cabbage Patch Kids. I think it was simply called Cabbage Patch or something like that. You should look up the guy that played Death, and he played. I think if I remember correctly, the movie was a musical. I don't remember for sure. It was about the Cabbage Patch Kids being returned as adults, and then their memories got wiped, and then it's weird, it's bizarre, but it was entertaining, and the guy that played Death was in that, so I watched the entire thing. Billy and Mandy, Death Monday. I don't know Monday. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you, everybody that stuck around with my constant rambling on stuff, and hopefully I can figure out how to do this. And the participants says there's 7 people watching, and I only have a few listed. So thank you, Stabby Josh, Cindy Salmon, Professor Macabre, Pirate Johnson. That's all I see here. I can get anybody else. Oh, anybody else? Anybody else? So let's see. Okay. Well, I guess not. Anybody just listening in the background. I haven't logged out completely. I'm Uncle Clowny. I'm always watching, even though it's going to be inside my eyelids. Eduardo. McDoyle. McDoyle. All right. Good night, all. And remember, Uncle Clowny's watching in the morning because I need sleep. Night.